This is part of the asset of the 44 million. But till to date, we can notice is that based on KHSB board minutes, they have been trying to sell to KHSB this state-listed company. KHSB has actually did a counter proposal. For the 42 million worth of assets, they have proposed 31 million. That means they have counter proposal. But the KHSB has been informed to accept it at the value that was proposed, which is 42 million. So there are a few questions which I've raised here. The main thing that we should take note is this. Number one, instead of selling to state companies, why, like state companies like PNSB and KHSB, why is Pakatan Rakyat Selangor government not selling the assets that they have acquired to external parties? Why are they only selling to state companies? We know that they sold 450 million to PNSB. Now they are trying to sell another 44 million to KHSB. Why only all to state companies? Why not to external? Okay, the third one is, this is more of giving advisory. Pakatan Rakyat Selangor government is supposed to identify a land to give to Talam because they owe Talam 30.5 million. So instead of giving land, why can't Pakatan Rakyat Selangor government give this UK Perdana shop lot and the Menara Pandan one? Okay, these two are very easy to dispose of, what they say. Why don't they give these two back to Talam? So then the amount that they owe to Talam reduces. So in conclusion, from what we have seen, we can see that based on all the facts, the board minutes, everything, KHSB is more professional in its conduct in rejecting the PR Selangor government offer. We can also conclude that Pakatan Rakyat Selangor government is probably trying to force KHSB to acquire all these assets at 44.7 million to avoid any losses. So there is a lot of inconsistency. In day one, you say that easy to sell and open tender. But yet at the same time, from KHSB board minutes, we can see that they have been trying to go to KHSB, please buy, and please buy. Why so much inconsistency? And if you say that you owe Talam 30.5 million, which is also reported in the handset, which is also in the circular shareholders of Talam, instead of identifying land, why can't you give these two things back? Because these are what you call low occupancy area. If you move around here, it has never changed for the past few years. You can look, there is not much shops around.
How much is the two developments worth? This one and
the 10.5 is written. So if you offset, then you reduce the amount due to Talam to straight away 20 million.
So are you just referring to this one or the whole few here?
This one and the Menara Pandan.
Just so this building
no,
and
this
not
not building. It's only the shop lot down. There's the place that we were standing, the ground floor.
So no, not this whole thing?
No, this whole thing cannot be 7.8 million.
I'm just asking you.
Okay.
Just to clarify, to be sure.
It's just the bottom.
It's just the bottom. Because it's around 22,000 square feet. I think it's
so that is worth about 7.8 million.
7.8 million. They bought it at 7.8 million. How much it's worth now? No one knows because everyone is trying to sell all empty units here.
So can you explain what you meant by why don't they give these two back to Talam so they will...
Because now the state government needs to identify a piece of land to give back to Talam because they owe Talam 30 million, you see. So instead of identifying new land, these are things that they have been trying to sell, they cannot sell. Why do you want to keep it? Why don't you just offset back again?
So are you saying that the state government should only take land which is profitable?
This is not about land that is profitable or things like that. This is the fact that you owe Talam money, so you have to identify a land. That means state government has to identify a land to pass to Talam now. So instead of doing that, give these two units back.
Wait, you said that you owe Talam money. Who's owing Talam money?
State government is owing Talam.
But isn't it Talam owing the state government?
Based on the circular shareholders of Talam and based on the day one sitting in 2010, it was disclosed that the state government owes Talam 30 million after the debt restructuring. Okay. So based on that, they had to identify a piece of land to give to Talam because they owe Talam 30 million. So instead of giving land from state government, why don't they just use this and just contra it off very easily?
But this is only worth 10.5 million, right? So,
There's still another 20 million.
so they would still have to find.
They will still have to find other things to contra off.
So
But
why
the
did
thing
you?
is that if you buy something and you cannot sell it, why bother buying it? Why don't you just return it instead of owing people money because of that?
So what you're suggesting to the state government is give back the land
Number
or the
one-
stuff that you cannot sell.
Number one, what I'm suggesting is that you are saying that these items are easy to dispose. You say that you're going to do an open tender. This is disclosed in the Selangor State Assembly. But why is it that we can see a trend that they've been asking KHSB to buy? This is on a negotiated basis. There is no open tender. And why are you asking your own state-listed company to buy? And why are all the assets that you've acquired to date, 450 sold to PNSB, 44 million you're trying to sell to KHSB? Why are you selling majority of assets to your own listed companies only or your state companies? Why are you not selling to non-state related company?
Okay. Do you happen to have a copy of KHSB
I
minutes?
cannot distribute you, but I can let you see.
Why aren't they private?
Just like when they rebut me, did they give you an agreement for all the things?
Sorry?
No.
They
When
did?
Teresa got rebutted on the
Oh, yeah,
2006,
she did.
She
can
did.
I have the agreement?
It's in my car actually.
This is the board minutes of KHSB.
Okay.
Okay.
Is there any chance that you can give this to us, or is it available on Bursa or something?
This is not available in Bursa.
So these
This is
are private
basically
documents.
private documents that I've received.
Okay. So could you give us a copy so we can verify further?
Basically, I think some of the documents are other things that I would like to disclose later.
Okay, but
Yeah.
based on what you have said here, could you
Yes.
give us at least a copy of that so we can verify?
Can, no problems.